Hello and welcome to the Basketball Addicts podcast. Today is part 2 of the matchup series talking about greatest upsets of all time, playoff history. We're going to be talking about it, NBA upsets all time. And the second one of the day, and the second one in the series, is the Miami Heat 2020 beating the Milwaukee Bucks. The Miami Heat with a 5 seed, Milwaukee Bucks with a 1 seed. We're going to break it down. How did they beat the higher seeded team? All right. So explaining why the Miami Heat beat the Milwaukee Bucks in 2020 4-1 comes down to multiple variables. Miami had Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, multiple other defensive pieces, and their defensive scheme was build a wall against Giannis. And the only other shot creator the team had on the perimeter was Chris Middleton. This is pre-Drew Holiday days, and they had a lot of standstill shooters. And that's not really a lot to be worried about. And a lot of times they could help off of Eric Bledsoe because he was not an extremely efficient shooter. And he was not really comfortable off the catch. And Eric Bledsoe was to be the person that they helped off a lot of. So, that defensive scheme of the Heat pulling off this upset really led to this upset. So what do you think about that defensive scheme that they pulled in 2020?
Definitely building a wall against Giannis, even though every team tried to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were most effective at it.
Yes,
because they had Bam.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They could throw so. They had so many different bodies they could throw at.
Yes.
They had Jay Crowder too at that time.
Might have.
I think they did.
I think you're right.
They had Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
That year, and then they had a lot of good guard plays. Yeah. They had Dragic. They had Nunn.
Wow.
Jimmy Butler was really playing at a high level.
Hero was just coming. Duncan Robinson.
Hero was coming out. This is the bubble. This is bubble Hero. This is Duncan playing at a high level, shooting all over you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to worry about that, and then you don't have the Bobby Portis you have now.
Yeah.
You didn't have Drew Holiday.
Mm-mm.
You had Eric Bledsoe, and Eric Bledsoe was not really anything to even bat an eye at during this series. He completely was taken out of the game completely by, just the constant by the defensive because this was one of the better defensive teams of that year too. They shocked everybody with how far they made it. Mm-hmm. So the Bucks just weren't able to stand up to it. Yeah. And it was kind of weird because everybody was like, oh yeah, the Bucks got his Giannis. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Who's the Heat? And then the Heat
destroyed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally destroyed them.
Yeah. I think the build the wall concept came from the Toronto Raptors did it the year before when they had Kawhi, Pascal, and I think Valanciunas. No, Ibaka. Yeah. They forced other players to beat them too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they beat them before the, I think, Eastern Conference Finals where they faced the 76ers, if I'm not mistaken. Or is the other way around? Maybe make a mistake.
The 76ers in the Eastern Conference Finals, I think, right? Because they beat the Bucks first.
Yeah.
Because it was like, no way they're beating the Bucks. They whooped the Bucks, and then they beat the Sixers on the last second shot by Kawhi.
Yeah.
Ding, and it falls in.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for the Miami Heat, they could help off Eric Bledsoe and play the scheme. And then they just ask him, how are you going to beat us? We build a wall, and your perimeter, you don't have really perimeter shot creators. They can beat us different ways other than just Giannis Antetokounmpo. And they just had so many predictable players. And because when you help on those, okay, Giannis drives to the rim, he kicked it to a shooter. Okay, they closed out to him. Now all he can do is pass the ball. He can't do anything else. He's just going to stand there. So it was very predictable, very easy to stop. I mean, they had Kyle Korver, Wesley Matthews. Those are the guys that they were really bringing in a lot. And I mean, with the Miami Heat, shot creators like Butler and, Duncan, who was really hot. Tyler Hero was just getting born. Goran Dragic was really good. They just had a high enough shot creators to beat a team that was relying way too heavily on Giannis drive, Giannis kick. We win. And they got destroyed for being so singularly built.
Is this when I had made the name Giannis run jump dunk onto the
Probably. Yeah.
That's literally what he did.
Yeah.
That's all he can. He has started to develop a little bit of a mid range shot, can even knock down some threes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just run, jump, dunk.
Yeah,
in that order.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, and they deserved to lose this series. This was, the Miami Heat. You have Eric Spoelstra, too, good defensive mind. You could have called this. You could have seen this coming before it happened. Yeah. Well, this is going to be the end of this matchup breaking down, right? So this is a series that we're going to have coming, and I'm going to kind of tease the next 2 episodes. The next one after this, the Denver Nuggets coming back from 3-1 against the Los Angeles Clippers. Chris's favorite moment in NBA history, 2020.
Yeah.
And a very forgotten, but when I say it, it will bring back memories. 2018, Anthony Davis is still on the Pelicans. They have Rondo. They have Drew Holiday. Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins was hurt, and they pull off the upset against Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. Yes, and he brings off that upset against the 3 seed. And we'll be talking about that series, too. Those will be the next 2. We're going to break down why they pulled off that upset. That's the theme of the series. Why they pulled off the upset. You want to know why you want to know? So you can predict it in the future. All right.
Yep.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
Stay tuned. A lot of good content coming up. So
yes.
To, wherever you are, like, comment, subscribe, leave us a, comment or whatever. Follow us on Instagram.
Ratings.
Follow us on TikTok. Rate us.
We have 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Keep on pushing the trend. You know what I mean? If you hate us, I will not tell you where to find it. You know what I mean? It's kind of confusing. I think what you should do is you should try out maybe, Apple Music and review us from there. I think that'll work. Yeah. Wink, wink. It won't. All right.
If you don't like it, I'll tell you where to stick your opinion. Just kidding.
Oh my goodness. All right. You have anything else, Chris?
You turn it sideways and stick it right up the candy hat.
Gosh, that was good. That was really funny, Chris.
Yeah.
All right. You have anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm Jason Collins.
All right. I'm Chris Muhammad.
And we are the Basketball Addicts.
Peace.
Ouch.